Hello Magic Makers, welcome to Storytime with Mombierella. This is a young adult fiction and may be inappropriate for some younger viewers. The Odd Sisters, A Tale of the Three Witches by Serena Valentino. Copyright, Disney Enterprises Incorporated, 2019. Chapter 2, After the End. Part 1. Snow White and Circe had been reading the Book of Fairytales while they were traveling in the Odd Sisters' house. They'd been trapped there since the house took them to its place of origin, a place known as the Beginning. Much of the lore surrounding the Odd Sisters' house was a mystery. There were secrets hidden within its walls and its bookshelves, and steeped in its very being. One such secret was where the house had been created. The Odd Sisters had introduced a fail-safe when the house was first built. Should anything ever happen to them, the house would take its inhabitants to its place of birth. The sisters wanted to be sure their secrets would be safe, should they ever be compromised while away from their home. And that was exactly what had happened. Circe and Snow White were inside the house when the Odd Sisters went to the dreamscape, and the house took them to a place outside of the many kingdoms. The Beginning was a celestial landscape filled with stars and swirling constellations. They were trapped and had no idea where they were or how to escape, so they occupied themselves by reading the Book of Fairytales and the Odd Sisters' journals. They thought perhaps they would find answers in the journals that would lead them back home. They were so worried about everyone in Morningstar Kingdom after their battle with Maleficent, but soon they became distracted by reading Gothel's story in the Book of Fairytales. They couldn't believe how deeply the Odd Sisters were involved. Circe was so angry with her mothers, she took away their powers, and then, without explanation, the house released them from the Beginning. With the sudden freedom to travel where their hearts led them, Circe and Snow wanted to make sure everyone they had read about in Gothel's story was safe. First their journey took them to Rapunzel, where they saw her happy ending with their own eyes. Then they traveled to check on Mrs. Tittlebottom, a dear old woman who had cared for Rapunzel when she was very young, and who had looked after the bodies of Gothel's sisters, Hazel and Primrose. Once satisfied everyone in Gothel's story was safe, Circe and Snow headed back to Morningstar Kingdom in the aftermath of their battle with Maleficent to see how Nanny, Tulip, and Oberon were faring. Even though what they had learned from reading Gothel's story in the Book of Fairytales was still very much on their minds, their hearts were in Morningstar. As Circe and Snow White traveled, they read the ending of Maleficent's story again, just as they were starting their own adventure. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you haven't had a chance to, please take a second, like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, comment down below, share with a friend, and check out some of the other Villain series chapters and books as well. Join us next time, and remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. Bye!